I can see the screen in my glasses when I look at myself on the on OBS's little video thingy, the screen. When I look at the screen, I can see myself in the screen. Look at me. You can see it. Look into my eyes and you will see my face. But there's a start for you. Hey guys, Towerpaw here. Just wanted to make this video, get it done and over with. I was originally gonna put some visual representation on the video as well, make some drawings and just, you know, sort of tell you a story through pictures, but I don't wanna for this story. This story is... it's garbage. It's unholy garbage. It's really bad. It's really bad. I just want to get... I mean, I tried typing it out just to, you know, read off what I typed out. I have another screen over here. Read what I typed out and just record that and put the visuals with it. I listened to the recording. It was terrible. And I tried looking over the script again to try to alter it to make it be more enjoyable, but I can't. I can't make it more enjoyable. Not with this story. This story is terrible. It's just... Context. So when I was 15, I had just finished reading the Lord of the Rings books. Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, read all of them. Love The Hobbit, read it all the time. But I just gotten done reading the Lord of the Rings for the first time. I had finished seeing the movie like a year or so ago. Or maybe it was that year. I think I was 12 when the first one came out. And they came out once every year. Whatever. Anyway. Basically, after I'd watched all the movies, I read the books, and when I finished reading the books, I'm like, oh man, these fantasy stories are so great. I feel like I could make one of my own, maybe. And I thought, yeah, I'll do that. So, I originally started with the idea of, well, I'll make it a novel. Well, no, I like drawing, so maybe I'll make it a comic. No, comic is a lot of work and a lot more than even a novel, because a novel you just have to type out the words, whereas comic you have to type out the words and draw the pictures. So I'll go back to doing a novel. Well, now I'm back to doing a comic. I settled on the comic idea, but around the time I was in college, I got rid of this story for reasons you're about to find out. So anyways, because I was 15, didn't know anything about writing fundamentals or know even what they were, I of course was making a wonderful story that would just entertain the masses. You guys might be entertained only because of how absolutely terrible it is. I hate this story so much. I hate it so much. I told this story to Xana a few years ago. And you want to know what words he used to describe it? What he described it as? Just a second. Let me scroll down here so I can read exactly what it was that he said. I hate that he described it this way, and I hate that it's actually very fitting. I hate you, Xana. I love you, but I hate you. Anyway, what he described it as is furry Lord of the Rings fanfiction. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's accurate. I don't want to tell this story, but I need to. I don't want to, though. I don't want to. I don't want to tell it. Alright. Well, to start off with, I suppose I should explain why he called it furry Lord of the Rings fanfiction. The Lord of the Rings fanfiction is pretty obvious. I had a lot of dwarves and elves that did nothing. They're just there because, you know, Tolkien. It's a fantasy world, and they save the world from an evil Dark Lord. So yeah, Lord of the Rings fanfiction. None of the characters from Lord of the Rings, they're all original, sort of, I think. Probably. They're all terrible characters. so you can tell they're original. Uh, but yeah, the furry part. Basically, the best way I can describe it is the main character is something called a Beastman, which is basically Beastmen are part animal, part human, except not really because they're kind of anime furry, which means like, you know, they're humans with the cat ears and the tail and maybe the claws. Think what's her face from the Tokyo Mew Mew or Mew Mew Power, whatever you want to call it, TV show. Basically that, which is arguably not furry. There's debate. I don't care. But anyways, the main character's name, his name is Fang. 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 Why? That's a stupid name. It's a stupid name. It's not even a name. It's a word for a tooth. It's just... Ugh. But anyways, I suppose I should get to the story. Oh, by the way, the main character is a tiger beastman. Because tigers are cool. That's the only reason. You can't even tell other than the stripes on his tail. That's literally it. It's dumb. Dumb story. Anyway, on with the story. Let's get this over with. Okay, so basically the story's premise is there's a war that's going on. It's been going on for like a decade or two. And our main character hears about the war and decides, oh, I'm going to go over and end the war. How? By going there and ending it? I don't know. Something cool to do. What's his motivation for going to end the war? Reasons. Anyway, while passing through a town, basically he runs into two characters, a scholar, or teacher, whatever you want to call him, and a blacksmith, who of course knows how to use the swords, because Orlando Bloom and Pirates of the Caribbean, I guess. Anyway, anyways, they decide to come along with him and join him on his quest to end the war. Why? Reasons. Anyways, they also end up bumping into a female bounty hunter. I think I named her Naomi. I'm sure there was a reason for that. But yeah, she decides to join them as well. Once again, for reasons. And they decide, and they begin their journey. Their party has been formed, and they go off to begin their journey to save, well, to end the war. Whether it saves anyone or not, I guess it doesn't really matter. Saves everyone who would otherwise be put in the war, I guess. I don't know. Now, you're probably about now thinking to yourself, Towerpaw, did you forget the motivations for your characters? Or are you just trying to lead us on into something? And no, to both of those. These characters have no motivation. The only motivation these characters have is, this is cool, so my characters are going to go do it. Yes, that is the only reason that they are doing anything. Is because I thought it was cool. And what other reason do I need to have my characters do anything? Of course. None of them have any motivation. They just do shit. Anyways, they travel on to this other country called Viren or something. Anyway, they travel to this country. They hitch a ride on a dragon. He's just there to give them a ride. He doesn't do anything cool, which is really dumb. Why would I have a dragon in the story, not having them do anything cool? Anyways, they ride on the dragon down to the other country. The dragon drops them off. They discover that terrible demon lord is the one who's behind the scenes orchestrating the war with his several minions that he has with him. And of course, the motivation for why this demon lord is incurring the war is obviously because he's evil. That's the only reason. Anyways, as the journey continues, they end up fighting each of the demon lord's minions. One of them is a giant snake for some reason. And Fang ends up facing off against the Demon Lord. And he's also wielding a legendary sword. Because of course he's wielding a legendary sword. Where'd it come from? Don't ask questions like that. He's the main character. He's the hero. Of course he has a legendary sword. I mean, he just had it the whole time because reasons. I hate reasons. I hate reasons so much. Then after the bad guy is beaten, they restore peace to the world. The war is done. No one holds any grudges to anybody, I guess. Everyone goes back home except the bounty hunter girl, Naomi, I think I named her. I don't know. But she ends up staying with Fang because they were in a relationship, apparently. I'm sure I mentioned that somewhere. And she also turns into a beast man herself because... oh, this hurt. This hurt to make. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, it actually was painful to type out the script. And I'm not even reading the whole script. I'm just using it as bullet points. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the terrible story that I had. I think I had a little more details in it, but they weren't like character building details. They were just really shitty details. But yeah, this is over. I'm ending this video. So thank you everyone for showing up, watching this video. I hope I entertained you guys. Sorry I didn't have visuals. You just had to look at this and my reflective glasses the whole time. Because I have a terrible setup. But yeah, I hope this was at least partially entertaining for you. I have about 2 or 3 other stories that I can talk about before the one that I currently am working on. If enough people like this video, and when I say like, I don't mean give me a thumbs up, I mean like in the comments tell me, you know, make the next video, or I want to hear what other stories you came up with, or blah 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 blah. Now that I've said that, there's going to be at least 7 blah 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 comments in the comment section. I will be surprised if there is not. Surprise me, YouTube. Surprise me. But yeah, if enough people enjoy this video, then I will be making another one. The next one, because the story is a lot better, I'm actually kind of surprised I dropped this story. Actually, I'm not. I ruined the story because of my stupidity. But if I didn't ruin the story, this would have been a really good story. I came up with this when I was in college. But that one I'll try to make some visual representation for you guys. I'll draw out some pictures depicting what's going on, so it's a little easier to follow. Yeah, for now, that's the end of this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Take care.